So instead of going home when I'm drunk, I call in here for this massive beer, which is $3. These two of these for the same price. Thank you. Maybe I should take these on. So I had an interesting hello, Eddie. I had an interesting night. I looked after my friend's class or meet up and met some interesting people. One guy from a Japanese guy, he spent 11 years in Mexico. A Japanese girl who spent 2 years in, or nearly 2 years in New Zealand, in the same town I was in. And after we'd finished talking, I went by myself. Where am I? I'm in Torikizoku. The last orders. And, excuse me. Again. So, I went to this little Shotengai. As I was walking through filming, this girl pulled me in and said, "Oh, come in here and do blah blah blah." And there were like three girls and two guys. I don't really like it. It's just that it's cheap and it's and I've drunk too much. And I can get a can of beer for 300, or I can get like a big beer for 300. And so they called me in, they said, and they weren't very good at karaoke, they had terrible voices, and they said, "Do you want to sing?" I sang 2 songs. The mama san was like 77 years old, but she was very interesting, very funny, and but it's a show. And so when I said, "Look, I ordered 1 bottle of beer, and I sang 2 songs, which Japanese people, they said, please sing." So I didn't really sing. I didn't really ask to sing. They asked me to sing. And I was the only guy that could actually sing. And so I asked the mama-san, how much? And she said, she went like this. And what? I said, 2,000 yen for like 1 beer and... So she goes, "Oh, but 2 songs." So I didn't ask to sing. But even if it was, and I did ask to sing, like 1 beer, 2 songs for 2,000 yen. This is not in a snack bar. This is like in an open. This is on like a Shotengai, a very small shop. I was a bit fucking surprised, to say the least. Yes, Aqua, 2,000 fucking yen for one beer, not in a snack bar. So I had no food, and so I just. But the people there were like five middle-aged, were about 30, 40 years old Japanese people, and they were drinking sake. Fucking was what their bill was going to be. But the guy said to me, "But you've had fun." And I said, "Yeah, but I was creating the fun. It was me that was singing. It was me that was making the jokes. It was me that was fucking." Yeah, I'll say I was the star. And so I just looked at it. She said to me, like, "Don't pay. It's okay," because she was trying to make me feel small. And I says, "No, I'll give you 1,000." She says, "Don't come again." Well, of course I won't fucking come again if you charge me 2,000 yen for a fucking bottle of beer and two fucking songs that I didn't ask for. And I was entertaining your fucking customers, you fucking old cunt. But anyway, that's enough of the mother-in-law. I paid 1,000 yen. No, I intended to go to another bar at the end of this Shotenga. We're pretty short Shotenga. So I gave her 1,000 and 2,000, that's fucking taking the piss. Aqua Eri, do you know Eri, my love? Eri, that's a karaoke classic. Do you sing it? Really? Is that Southern All Stars? Wow, I didn't know. So I was talking to these Japanese people tonight, and I was talking about, because we lived in the same place. Oh, so it's a man's song to sing, okay. I am divorced, but I have two kids, 19 years old and 22 years old, boy and girl. Oh, so yes, then after that, I went to the hub near Nagoya Station, and I met this guy. Came up to me and said, "Do you want to come over and drink with us?" I said, "No, because it's too busy, there's not enough room." So they came over to me. There were like two guys and two women, and this woman is rubbing her leg on me, which is very nice, and she asked if I've got like a wife or a girlfriend. And they told me they're into something called CrossFit. Do you know what CrossFit is? I have no idea. It looks like some kind of fitness thing. They may have been on a recruiting drive. Aqua Eddie, are you in Japan or overseas? Hey Andrea, how's it going, pal? Long time no see. So I was in this bar, and this. Do I ride bicycles? If I had I need a bicycle. And so this guy fucking puts his chair with his bike to the bar, and no one can fucking get through. So I made a video. Check out the video later. And I just couldn't believe how selfish this fucking young cunt was. This is the only Tebesaki that I've seen like this. That's Tebesaki chicken wings. Okay, which part of Japan, Aqua? The Japanese beer is light and it's great with food. There is one that's not so Ebis, that's the most expensive one. But you don't really drink Ebis with food. It's just like English beer. You don't drink English beer with food. But I do. Japanese beer is better than American beer. Let's put it that way. JW, that's good to see you, Mel. That really is good to see you, mate. Callum gave me a shout out on his channel. We could become buddies one day. Yeah, he did, yeah. About 15 people subscribed. But I think his demographics are very, very young. Younger than mine anyway. But I made a video today which his fans might like. I was a bit rude to this guy in this bar, so I'm going to post it later. Hey, Callum's 254,000 subscribers now. And Callum's mate, the guitar player, got a shout out from a big fucking YouTuber, and he's like 380,000 now. So JW, did you go in the pub this afternoon? Yeah, definitely. From one big person, without a doubt. Definitely, without a doubt. You just one shout out, one. I don't think because I don't think you can. I was watching today. I was watching 6 videos and something how to do something from the Chris Abroad in Japan, and he says if you the party, it's always in my pants. It's so like if you like I say, that's how Callum got started. He was an American guy who saw his video and said, "Look at this guy, he's funny," and he is, and Callum is funny. But he's like I say, his mate got shouted out by a JCI or something, and he's got like 380,000 followers. So it's. JW, do you watch a lot of Japanese vloggers? Tyler, where are you watching from? The Red Value is the best YouTuber ever. Okay. Now, JW, there's some guy posting this from. He's. I met this guy with Victor the other month, and he makes very, very good videos. You should watch his videos, JW. He's funny, and he's fucking Austrian. You would never fucking guess, but he's funny. He promises there will be no fucking thousand year reign, and like I said, he's a funny guy. And if this guy got a shout out, he would go fucking ballistic, really would. I want him to make a video about me. Eri, yes, I do like Japan, without a doubt. Yeah, I will probably die here, but it will be like in 30 years' time. Nico, someone said you were thinking of quitting. I think making videos is your forte. You should never quit. I don't know. Someone posted on one of my things that you were thinking of quitting. Whether he misread, and I said I don't think he should. So it's not true then, Nico. YouTube. So that someone on YouTube said you were thinking of quitting because your channel wasn't growing quick enough. No, but the fastest growing channel in YouTube's history was those stupid cunts that fucking ran into the fucking breakfast table. Our animal eats food. That's good to hear. But I think if you made a really cool video about me and then I got big, then I can like shout you out again. Because, you know, like I say, I've always, like I said, I said you were better than, so I've been having a go at Chris Abroad in Japan today, and he was, like I said, he's not a funny guy, but he makes good videos. Well, just put the fucking schnapps down and just think of a video. So, I'll tell you this story. When I was in New Zealand, me and my friend I was staying with, he's from England. No, Chris did a video how to make the best videos 6 ways. So I'm going to do a piss take and do. But he gave me a good tip. put a number in your video. So I was in New Zealand with my friend, and we went to see his friend who was an Austrian, and he made homemade schnapps. And so my mate, well, we drove down from here. He had a plantation or something in the mountains. We drove down the main road, and my mate says, "Can you drive? Because I don't want to get caught by the police, and you're going home tomorrow." So I said, "Yeah, sure." So I swapped seats, and I started to drive on the road, and then I goes, I've got to stop." He says, "Why?" He says, "Because I can't fucking see." I went blind. I went blind on drinking this fucking schnapps. So it does happen. You do go blind drunk. I didn't like that, but like I say, I couldn't see completely. So no more schnapps for me. Cheers. Hello, Chris Scott. What are you watching from, son? Good evening, AYG teacher. Newcastle, my favourite people, my favourite accent. I worked for Telecom, and I met some Newcastle lads when I worked for Telecom in Geisley. That's where the fucking training centre was. But there was, like I said, I like Newcastle people and their accent. Oh, really? But you saw me before that, JW, yeah? Wet? I don't know what that means, mate. I am from Sheffield. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, Chris, I've got a question for you. So when Callum, do you think he's acting or do you think he's real? Do you think he has sisters and his mum, or are they real? Yeah, exactly. Maybe everyone's confused. But I would have thought that Callum can make enough money from YouTube now. There you go. So we've got two different views there. I think most of it's real and one guy's acting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know. But the thing is, if you've got a sister or a mum or a dad, you can't come on a public forum and start saying really bad things about them. But if he hasn't got a sister or a mum that he's talking about, that's a fucking brilliant. That is fucking brilliant. What he's just made up these fucking people, and he talks about them. Or unless he says, "Look, this channel's going well, I'm going to fucking slag you off. Is that okay if I give you some money?" Yeah, but you know when he does the videos and his self-defense videos, that's got to be a piss take. And when he's always saying I'm an alpha male, that's got to be a piss take. He's not an alpha male, really, is he? So he's tall, yes, give him that. But like I say, he's a special YouTuber without a doubt. And like I said, his words, he's very intelligent without a doubt. In the words that he uses, the phrases he comes up with, they just fucking blow people away without a doubt. He's like, Well, Jed, I was going to do a video before he like shouted me out. Because I used to go to Manchester, I was in the Royal Marine Reserves. Would I go on his videos? Of course, yeah. Why not? I would go on any of the YouTubers' videos if I liked them. Yeah, without a doubt. But I'm in a different country, so. But if I went to England, I'd like try to search him out, without a doubt. And well, what was the saying now? I'm fucking drunk. But anyway, so Callum. Like I say, but even when he's talking about he's meeting these girls and he's doing boom boom. But Callum, he must be well known now in England, you know. And so if a girl says, I went with this YouTuber last night, Callum, and then he's saying, yeah, I fucking shagged her last night 4 times. Things like that, guys don't do, you know. So, because even though we don't know the girl, if she's a real girl, and their friends know the girl, you know, it's not good, is it? But I do like his nephew Eddie. What? So he must have a fucking he must have a sister because he's got young Eddie, who is the coolest kid. So young Eddie is cool. Which can you imagine if he fucking rented the kid from someone else? So he's not got a sister, but he rents a little cute kid. That would be funny. Okay, Nampun. Look at it, say hello, say hello, say hello. Look at this cute girl. $300,000. Oh, that's the figure, is it? Well, but Callum is getting sponsored though. Callum's getting sponsored from people. And he's got his YouTube, pay 490 yen. He's been watching my channel. Really? Well, I think that's about a year ago when I first noticed Callum. I can't remember why, but then I started putting on like some very complimentary comments and saying, but like I say, because I've always liked the guy. But whether he's been watching I don't know. Maybe he does. But he did say at the beginning, he did say like, thanks for watching. I see you've been watching like a lot of videos, and then about a week ago, he said, oh, you haven't been around for a while, but. Yes, I know. Was that the comment that I'm coming to Japan to get you? Because I thought you said that on when I copied your video and put it on my channel. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'd love to make a video with the column. Why am I in Japan? Because it's better than England, Chris. If I had a load of money, like Callum, I'd move to Bristol. I was in Bristol many years ago when I was about 20, 21. I did a 4-week course on telephones, the new telephones at that time, the electronic telephones, and the changes. So I did a 4-week course there. And I found it the most boring place in the world. But I watched a bit of video of Callum today on him. It could have been like a live thing, and he's saying like people are throwing Tic Tacs at him. I couldn't and I wouldn't stand for shit like that. I'd just smack the fuckers. Whitley Bay, I know Whitley Bay, that's famous. I think the farthest I've been is Scarborough. About 30 years ago, they opened a nudist beach, and so a group of us went up for the weekend to see this fucking nudist beach like a bunch of fucking idiots. Is it still there? Do you know? Hey, Enric, it's what time is it now? The girl has just told me it's time for me to go. It's 8 or 9 hours from you, probably coming up to about 1 o'clock, I think. Let's click them. We've switched off the machine. Yeah, it's probably coming up to 1 o'clock. What time is it in England? Like I said, with about 8 or 9 hours difference. What kind of guy? Thank you, sir. So they want me to get out, so they just came from the till and showed me the bill, 1,300 yen. It would have been cheaper going on. So, when I was in England, I'm guessing most of you guys are young, you go to the pub on a Saturday afternoon. Do you still do that shit? Are the pubs open on Saturday? Are there any fucking pubs left open? You're now going about 12, 1 o'clock. Hey Andrea, thank you for dropping in. Bye-bye. Chris, what did you say? I don't think so too. Like, is that the pub drinking Saturday afternoon?
There's more.
Thank you, say hello. People from England. Are you shy? Okay, shy, never mind. Thank you, sir. Arigato. Clubs, when you mean clubs at night or working men's clubs? Well, I guess I know late 20s when I was going to the clubs on Saturday. No, I always went to the fucking clubs. If I wasn't working or playing football, I would go to the working men's clubs. Well, I'd go to the pubs, then the working men's clubs, because they open later. You go out at night, wow. So how much does it cost for a night out now, Chris? JW. Yeah, I saw that. When I went back to Sheffield, the pubs I used to go to were closed down. Fucking what? Excuse my choking on your fucking letters. Oh, the pubs, yeah. I was speaking to someone from Canada, and he said all the pubs in Canada are now run by Indians. So there's no fucking banter, is there? Fucking 100 quid to go out. Is that one night? 100 quid? Fucking hell, man. That's 100 quid. Oh, fucking hell. I think I'm gonna. I never thought I'd have an heart attack online. But in shit, man, it's. I don't know, but I don't go to nightclubs in Nagoya. Walkley Club, is that in Sheffield? I can't remember if I've actually been there in Walkley. I watched last night. I watched the fucking clip from Les Dawson and Les Dawson, and in the clip was John Cleese. When I was in England, I never saw John Cleese in a Les Dawson show, but it was John Cleese and Les Dawson, and the price of a pint was 14 pence. I don't know if you guys know what 14 pence is, but it's fucking cheap. Yeah, it was. So that had been like 1970 or something like that, and I started drinking 1975, I think, and it was about 12 pence, 14 pence a pint. I just couldn't believe it was that cheap. 14 pence a pint. My, do you pop in? You remember that case where that guy was found at the bottom of his swimming pool? The thing is, when bodies go to the morgue, the people that work in the morgue fuck about with the bodies. Stallington, my uncle lives up Stallington. Or they used to live up Stallington. And so how old is I thought my mate lives up Stallington, Gary Fisher. Do you know Gary Fisher? And his dad, George Fisher. Yeah, they're fucking stopping everything. I don't smoke, but I think there should be like a room in a pub where people can smoke. Because shoving people outside to smoke, it just fucking makes it worse. It's stinkier. Fucking hell, man. That's bringing back memories. We used to go drinking down Hillsborough, you know, like at the crossroads. We used to go around all those pubs Sunday night. Fucking good night out in Hillsborough Corner. Loxley, you rich bastard. The last time I went in Hillsborough drinking, I went in a pub just past, going towards Owlerton, the dog track, and the woman, there was no fucking measure on the glass. As you say, we don't use a measure on the glass now. I mean, but for so many years, that's how you knew you were getting the right fucking measure, because the measure was on, the mark was on the glass. I have been in Japan about 27 years, I think. Oh, there we go. Have any of the pubs closed down Hillsborough? Old Crown, I can't, it's a long time ago, mate. It's fucking like, say, it's 30 years ago. But they were all on the counter. Japan is very safe to live in. Like young kids can walk on the street like 9, 10 o'clock at night. You know, I'm talking about 8-year-old kids. It's safe. Good evening, Walter. Where are you calling from, mate? Okay, so tonight I was in this Finland, the happiest country in the world, apparently. So tonight, I was in this fucking English-style bar in Nagoya. Speak some Japanese. Nani iten no? So when this guy, he looked like foreigner, and he just put his fucking... I thought the worst would have closed down. And this guy, young man in his 20s, no, not fluent at all, just enough for... Every day, that's bebu or gepu, everyday conversation. But I got lazy. So this guy's fucking, for example, this is the bar. This is the path between the bar. This cunt sits at the fucking table with his back to the bar. So the people are queuing here, no one can fucking pass. So I took a video of the cunt, and I said, this is if you've never seen a cunt, this is what a cunt looks like. I'll post it later. Fucking cunt. So do they fill them to the top? How do you know you're getting a fucking full pint if you don't see a measure on the fucking glass? So if you come to Japan, see that's a pint pot. They'll fill it like with a 2-inch head, 3-inch head. Not kidding. Is this in England or Japan? In Japan, it's a great possibility. Not a good idea to get the first pint of the day in a Japanese bar or pub. I'm always the last person out of the pub here. But I had a bit of a fucking problem here with this cunt fucking shouting in me ear, so I grabbed hold of his throat and put him on the floor. And they called the police, so they're all right with me. Fucking 100 quid for an hotel. Fuck, man. No wonder the pubs are closing down. See, in Japan you can get... There's a bar that I go into, the happy hour is until 8 o'clock. You can get a big gin and tonic for 250 yen, which is now maybe £1.50. Cider is 600 yen. Happy hour, 700 yen after happy hour. Yeah, I saw something with Weatherspoons that they do breakfast or something. Chris, you're turning Japanese. I really think so. Shit, man, you know, just fucking so many pretty girls here in Japan. People slag them up, and so many fucking pretty girls, really are. I've got to start up a Santa massage service. So how much is it for a pint now in a Weatherspoon? Do you guys know the I'm turning Japanese song? I think maybe from the Vipers. Maybe I don't know if they also did Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, that's a great song. £4.20. Yeah, like I say, I was watching that Les Dawson's, and it reminded me, and I couldn't believe it actually. My memory was telling me it was like about 14 pence, but on the Les Dawson video, oh fucking hell, that's a massive difference, isn't it? But Stannington's posh, I suppose. £4 and £2. The vapor, I said Vipers, yeah, Vapors, yeah. Yeah, the Poison Ivy is a great song. As is, I'm turning Japanese, and I've got a Japanese boy by that Scottish woman. Do I feel? No, just the girls I sleep with. No, but no, because they're all stuck away in factories, so I never see robots. Oh, there's the little fucking white robot. Check out my video. And I slap the robot across the face. This is what I like about these chats on this streaming, is that when people mention stuff, I recall that I've done a fucking video about it. Sex doll robots. No, but what I've got an idea for a video is where I've got like a resuscitation Annie doll, you know, for practicing on. And I was thinking of taking it into Sakai and doing a GoFundMe for a new sex robot. Hey, all right, pal. Okay, I'll go, but you got to say hello. Just say, get out, you old fucker. Could I say? Get out, you old fucker. You looking for a fucking fight? Anyway, so I'm gonna go now. I've got because the young guy's just saying get out, you old fucker. So I'm gonna finish this. This is oh shit. I paid my bill. Do I miss English girls? Just for the crack, yeah. Anyway, I've got to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Chiang Mai pencil machine operator. Don't put your dick in that pencil machine. And that's why I won't be going back to England. Because I only get my phone cards from the local convenience store. So thanks a lot, lads, for making an old man very happy. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.